Okay, we're live and I'm dividing the rooms. Let's see. Um, just a sec. One, three, and okay, guys, just sent you the invite. We see each other in the end of the immersion. Bye-bye. I forgot about Mateus. Oh, that's it. So it's just a girl room here. Let's have a nice conversation, girls. Okay, let's begin with Evelyn. Evelyn, what is your favorite work model? In person, remote, or hybrid?
So in my last job, I like the hybrid job because in I have a package benefits in my last job, and I get a plan, and the host for I get, and for example, a place for I stay when I need to go for the job. And for this reason, I like to hybrido way. But in general, I like to remote in other companies because I have more liberty, and the other it's more not is normal. The companies give a good package of benefits, and for this reason I have a preference for the remote than hybrid. But in my last job, I have a preference for hybrid
How
model.
many times a week did you have to go to the office?
So for more or less 1 year, I get this job, but not. It is that you ask me?
How many times did you have to go to the office in person during the week?
Is 20 days, and I get that 10 days free in my house. I
Okay.
work for 20 days, and I get that 10 free days. In
Half of the
general,
days you go to your house and half to the company.
yes, I is like a vacations every month, and for me, it's great.
Seems very nice. Nice, interesting. Thanks for sharing,
Yeah,
Evelyn. Isabel,
yes.
what about you?
Well, I have just one experience being model in person in my second internship. I think because I have an experience working. I don't know how can I say that in English. Juniors company. It's kind of company that there is in our universities, and it's something like experience that we have about job market, something like that. But I work in there in the pandemic period, so this kind of job is actually in person, but my experience was remote. But my second experience in internship was in person, and I don't know because it's a little agency that uh, there in my there is in my city, and in working there in person, just me and my boss. So it's a different experience, but I liked. But if I compare with my actual experience, is just remote. Nowadays, I can put more things in my routine that is more difficult when I have this experience in person mode. For example, I work here and I don't know, I finish, and in 5 minutes I go to the gym because it's very close to my house, and I can do another things in my day that is more difficult in person mode. So I think I prefer now remote mode because of that I can do more things in my day.
Yeah, one of the most valued things in the remote work, at least for me, is the time that I save that I don't have to get the traffic because it's the worst. Maybe it's 30 minutes, can be an hour in the rush hour, for example, and it can take a lot of time of your day because you have to go to work in the morning and you have to go to your house in the afternoon. So it takes a big part of the day. And you, Leticia?
I prefer remote work. Before that, before the pandemic, I work in person in the office and for many years in my life. And and in the pandemic time, I continue to I work in remote, but a lot of control and control the time, control the if I have online all the time, and in the other time I worked in a hybrid system, but it's a 1 week in office and every 2 months, 1 week in office every 2 months, and it's the hard part for me to return work at in person. And now I understand more. But I prefer working remotely, but not control. And when I talk about the control, it's about the micromanagement. If, for example, if you use your camera to control in front of the computer, if you access anything, if you, I don't know, type in the keyboard because there is a many software get if you are typing, if you don't type for 10 minutes you don't work. And I know I participate the new interviews about the guy talked to with me about this. It's so crazy. Okay, but remote forever in my life.
My God, that it's not a type of control. It's kind of abuse because if it's controlling every step you take, every breath, like the song. My God,
Yes.
it's
Oh,
terrible.
okay, oh, excuse me. Before the pandemic time, I work with the guy working remotely for an international company, and she showed me the software control the many times if he in front of the camera, in front of the computer, because the camera get some screenshots for your screen and for your face. And I like a remote job, and there is a many of options today, but not control. Okay.
Wow, that's terrible.
Oh my god. Okay, it's my
I'm
opinion.
no, I'm saying like the what they did. That's very. I don't know. It's hard.
Yes.
Wow, I'm shocked with this information because I've heard of some companies which my friend works that's makes kind of control, but it was not even close with that.
Okay, I think at this point it's a hard control. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. As for me, I prefer the remote work always. But the hybrid is kind of a good option. But I wouldn't like to go like 2 times a week to the office and 3 times at home. I would prefer like the previous Leticia's job, every 2 months a week in the office. It would be nice because I would have the opportunity to exchange information with my colleagues, to see them and to chat and stuff like that. Every 2 months for me works very well. It would be very nice. But in
It's
the
better.
options, yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
in the options that I have today in my life, the remote work is the best for me. It has its problems, it has its difficulties, but it's much better than in person, in my opinion.
It's better you go to work 1 times a month if you just happy hour. Don't work. Just happy hour.
It would be nice.
It's nice.
Yeah, very nice.
I
So,
have I don't like it when the vacancies say a hybrid and 2 times in the office for a week. I don't believe it because I understand when you need to go in the office sometimes in the month for to training or other situations for to different meeting in person, but not is that 2 times in a week you need to go in the office. I don't believe it. It's not necessary. It's a one way for you control your employers. Just it.
maximum 1 time a week. Maximum.
And yeah, and is suspect.
It is. It is. So, Isabel, what's the best and the worst thing about your current job?
Well, um, I think the best thing is that in my current job, I if I compare with my oldest experience, I don't have the system that they have to organize the activities. For example, we use like a Kanban, so we put all the activities that we need to do in some cards, and then we have responsible to management ourselves our activities. So I think it's interesting this kind of way to organize the things, and it's a job that gives me the opportunity to learn UI design as well. So it's my first experience being this kind of uh, with this kind of function. So I'm learning a lot too. But the worst thing, mm, well, I have some experience with bad meetings. I think that I don't like too much the way that the meetings go uh, going on going on. I think. I think in this kind of situation, I prefer this kind of meeting being more professional than it was. For
Mhm.
example, the way that some people talk about some problem, and I don't know. I have some bad situations with that, but I think it's just it that I remember. But I like my experience right now.
Nice, very nice. And you, Leticia?
Bom, well, I start a new job this week, and it's the best part. Oh my God, it's the best part. It's a remote job with an international client and in a constant company in Brazil. and I think it's the best part. And the worst, I don't have idea because I started this week, and I probably the next month I will talk about this. But if I compare with other jobs, I think the worst part it's how can I explain the meetings when you can write an email. It's for example, I
Always.
think is I think is the worst part. And for me, and the noise environment. Noise environment, it's the worst part. Oh my God. Uh, I'm crazy about this.
Because of the bus.
Yes, and probably other things, but I think the bus is the first part at the moment.
Yeah. So how is it going so far? I know it's the first week, a lot of new things, but how do you feel about the first week?
This week, okay, it's nice. I I interact with other people. It's the other part. It's the first contact for me. It's so crazy, okay? But today I received the welcome in the team. It's good, and I watch and I read a lot of information about the client, and just in English, don't have subtitles. And for example, there are two people. One speak so fast, and the other speaks so lazy. And oh my God, I was crazy sometimes because when they changeable, uh, I forgot. I'm lazy understand this part, and then I forgot some parts of the word. I know the bus sometimes it's hard for me, but people speaking fast uh, depends the pronunciation. It's hard, but in this case, it was a recorded meeting. It's not online, and I didn't ask. Can you speak more or less? Okay,
But
I don't know.
the good part about the recorded meeting is that you can fast back the what you lost
Yeah,
and you can pause.
yes, I can pause. I return part of this, and yeah, I try listen again. Okay,
Yeah.
it's the better part.
Very nice. Congrats for your new job, Leticia.
Thank you.
Um, and you, Evelyn.
So at the moment, I don't get a job, but I speak about my last job. In my last job, the best thing is to make a travels because I am geologist and I know a different cities, a different places, beautiful places too, for the visit and field trips and the for the projects, different projects about the for discovery copper deposits is good. I like. And the bad things for me is when I am a unexperienced geologist, and sometimes I need to more expertise in the field trip, and I'm thinking I will improve this part in the next jobs. And the bad part is the finish because it's a little project, and I will get other projects in the future. Ladies.
That's nice. Very nice. It, I studied with a girl that she was a geologist as well, and you're like the second girl that I know, the second person at all that is a geologist. That must be very, very fun, and the trips, going to the field to explore.
Yeah, great. In Talk, you have one facilitator college or
Endo.
yes,
Yeah, that's
geologist
true.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about him. Yeah, very nice. Um, let's see another question. Yeah, you, Evelyn. Let's see. Question number 4. Do you see work as somewhere to make money, strictly to make money, or do you think it should be something with purpose that fulfills you? How do you see job,
É,
the work?
peraí, just a second. Se algum trabalho você faz mais dinheiro, é isso?
No, it's like, do you see the work as something that you go every day just to make money, that's the only purpose, or do you think that your job should make any sense for you, that you should it should be something that you like, that fulfills you, that has a purpose, other purpose than money, like something
So
you're very happy about?
in my case, I choose geologist for purpose because when I am a child, I like to natural places. I consider me a discovery girl. First, I am a girl, a little girl, and I like to fauna, flora. I forgot the name, but the animals, and I have a proximal with the natural places, and when oh my God, I grow up. When I grow up, I become a adult that have a desire for to understand better these places, and for this reason, I'm thinking I have an interesting for to discovery the natural places like Cooper deposits and the other things. But I confess that the money has one thing give me attraction too, because my profession give me opportunity to get to make money too, because I am not a person that have an illusion that I not need to money for to be happy. Understand? And it is I make a good with the I need to. It is.
Nice, very nice. Leticia, do you have the illusion that you don't need money to be happy?
Oh my God, no. Probably when I was young, I think about this. Nowadays, I prefer the balance, okay? Because
I think Evelyn and
when
Leticia freeze now.
I start, hello, can you hear me? Okay.
I think both back.
Okay, I will start again. I prefer the balance with money and the fulfills. I don't know how to explain to pronounce this. Uh, I started study, and after that I work with technology when I was too young, and in my mind I create how can I explain uh, the imaginary how to use the technology help other peoples, okay, help other anything in the life, and I I worked in different projects in different clients, and some that depends the client see more money, me and the clients, okay, and the other kinds I see more fulfills, and I prefer the balance because, in my opinion, don't having money pay your life, and when you use your your knowledge, is your expertise to do anything it's make happy you, it's better. But money, it's part of our life, but not the first.
Yeah, yeah, that's the balance is the best way, because if we choose something that we can't make enough money to pay our bills, for example, it's very hard to think about your purpose and what
Yes,
fulfills you, because you have bills to pay, you have your rent, you have the electrical energy, you have to eat. So it's pretty hard to have a worry about your purpose in life if you don't have enough money to pay your basic bills.
yes.
Isabel, what do you think about this?
I agree with Leticia about the balance. For example, when I choose graphic design, I put two things in a paper for choose this kind of profession. That is a course profession that gives me the opportunity to do something that I like, for example, drawing, creative, something like that, and receive money because we see a lot of opportunities being graphic design and nowadays being, for example, UI and UX and similar, but it's something that a new thing to learn, but it's similar with graphic design. And I agree with the balance that it's important to choose something that you like. But for example, in a work, when you serve some company with your service, something like that, you understand that you want to receive back the payment for what are you doing, of course. So I think in this case, this kind of thing pesa mais. I don't know how can I say that in English. But for example, something that I think interesting, if you use your I don't know how can I say that in English too, but I remember talent. For example, you are good with something. I don't know. I'm good with graphic design, and I choose to do I don't know a volunteer work, for example. So I think in that case, when you choose something that you can do with the things that you learn, I don't know, in your job, on your course, something like that, that you work, give more purpose than the if we compare with our jobs, like when you are work from company. And another case as well, I think, for example, being freelancer, when I have more contact with the client, I see more purpose as well. Uh, but different is different for the volunteer work, of course. But in that case, when I have a more contact with the client, I understand how my service is important for him to solution some problem. So in this case, I saw more purpose too, but it's not equal like volunteer work, and it's not equal like I'm working in a company that and I don't have more some contact with the clients, for example. I don't know, I makes me clear, but something like that.
Are you muted,
I was
Vicky?
muted, sorry. Uh, so I believe that even if you work with something that you love, it's very hard to love your work, because every work has its boring parts. So you can do the things that you like, but you also have to do so many boring stuff because it's your obligation, it's your job. Today, I believe that, I don't know, work for me is strictly somewhere to make money, because I have so many things I love to do that it doesn't necessarily has to be connected with my job. but it depends a lot. It should, in my work, it should be somewhere I can make money, but I don't hate it. I don't have to love, but I can't hate it because it's not sustainable to stay in a place where you can make good money, but you hate it every day. It destroys your life, your psychological health. So in the case where I have something I like and I have a lower offer and something I don't like and I have a little bit higher offer, I'm going to choose to weight the difference of the salary, and I'm going to choose the thing that I like because I can have this opportunity. It's better, but I don't think that, oh, it should only be somewhere where I love, what I like to do, what it makes sense for me. I guess I can make the money in the job that it can't necessarily make sense, but I can make the money and I can take the money and my free time to make my life make sense and make the things that I like, that the money can I forgot the word in English, but it's like proporcionar to you for the money. So I shouldn't hate the job, but for me, it's today that I've passed for so many experiences today. I see as somewhere I want to make good money, but I shouldn't hate it, but it's not necessarily the thing that I should love. And oh my God, I want to do this. I love what I do. It doesn't make sense in the real world for me. It's not the reality of most of us. It should be that. It would be very fun, but it's not the reality that we have. Um, let's see one more question, girls. Isabel, on a scale 1 to 10, how do you rate your current job and why?
I hate her. No, I'm sorry, I don't understand.
In a scale 1 to 10, how do you rate your job and
Rate.
why?
Sorry. I understand. Rated as another one. Hated. Well. Let's see. That is difficult. I think. I I think 8. Because as I said before, there are some problems that I don't like. For example, the meetings that I participate in, I don't like the environment and some personalities or some ways that the meetings going on. But another thing that I have an opportunity in my actual job to start a new area as UI designer because in my company now we don't have this area structure. We are working in on. So I had this opportunity to help build that and learn with that. So I think it's very, very interesting. But sometimes it's kind of difficult because I don't have most of time support for, I don't know what, UI senior or something like that. But I think in the future the company will work with that and maybe brings to the company more people that knows more than me or more than another persons in the company, and that these people can help in this new area. So I think 8 is a good note. No.
It's a great number, 8. Nice. Evelyn, about your last job, how do you rate it?
So in my last job, I'm thinking all place that you stay, you have a condition for to grow up in your career, and you have opportunity for you will be better. But I'm thinking some places no, but in general yes. But but depends on your manager, your
Yeah.
your situations. Yes. In my last job, I'm thinking yes, but in my case, I'm staying a little project and no. But if I stay in with the, I don't know how I say in português em primária, né? Eu era terceirizada, então não. But se eu tivesse como primária, yes, maybe, but in this situation, no. E aqui estou, né? Provando que não.
And what's your final note? It's not note, the rate that you 1 to 10. What's the scale?
Sorry, I don't understand you.
The final scale that you go, is it 1, the very, very bad, or 10, very good?
For me, it is
Yeah.
more. It is okay because I know the time of the finish of the contract. But it's okay. It's a situation. I know
It's a
then when
situation.
I start, for example.
Yeah. Nice. And you, Leticia?
About my current job. Okay. I think the
It's
number
hard to
8.
tell.
Yes, it's hard. It's the first week. I think number 8. Okay. And until now, in this week, and I don't know, in the next week, I will see. I think it is. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a
it
good
is
number.
a
Okay.
good number, just like Isabel.
I I trust the vote trust at the moment.
Yeah, vote trust. Good, good. I hope next week is like an 8 or a 9.
No, yes, probably. After I will talk the client, probably the number it's changed or not.
Yeah,
Okay, I
maybe.
don't know. I don't have idea because I didn't I haven't talked the client yet, and probably the next week I will. And now it's good job. It's job, okay. And I need
Job.
it's job. I needed to work to make money. Not make money didn't work.
Yeah, that's it. Girls, I'm calling our colleagues back to the main room to stay with us and we finish the immersion. So, as for me, in my current job, I rate 4. It's not the best place, but I'm happy with the salary, the wage, and the wage is like most of the part of my rate, like 1 to 4 is the wage, and the salary and the other stuff that is terrible, how it's very unorganized. It doesn't have a good structure. And as I work home office and most of the people works in the office, I guess they just forget that I work home office and I have to send messages to them all day. Okay, what can I do? What should I do? Because if there are some days that if I don't talk to them, they say nothing and they just forget. And in the end of the month, they call me and say, "Oh, your hours they're so low. Why didn't you do something? What were you doing?" And I tell, "Oh my God, I was just here and nobody called me, nobody said nothing." So as like Leticia says, it's very crazy. Hello guys, welcome back.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Fernando, how was the conversation in the other room?
Very good. It was very
Yeah,
good. The time ran out so fast.
that's
And
good.
yeah, It was very nice. And I have changed my mind a lot during the question and the answers because it's not an easy subject as I thought that would be to talk about it. It has a lot of layers, a lot of perspectives. It
Yeah.
was very, very good.
Did you enjoy the conversation, Yanka? How was it for you?
Yes, I really enjoy. I really enjoy to listen from my colleagues. It was an interesting conversation, and as Fernando said, I thought I thought a lot about what I was thinking about my profession, and mainly if I believe in dream job, if I will have a dream job someday, what will be a dream job, maybe. So it was about that, but I really enjoyed it.
Nice, very nice. Paulo, how was your experience?
It was great.
Huh?
Mateus, Walter, Elias, it was a good conversation. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, amazing. So, guys, I'm so glad you had fun because in the mail room, it was very fun. I hope the girls had fun as well. How was it for you, Evelyn?
For me, it
Yeah?
was very good because we talk about my last job, and it's good when you need to reflecting about yourself, and you think is good and it is bad about your last job, and you need to change, and I'm thinking good.
Amazing. Great, great. I had a lot of fun as well. So, guys and girls, I just sent you the survey link. Please rate the immersion. It's anonymous, and I always ask you to leave a comment. It's very important for me and for Talk and Talk to know what can I improve, what can I continue doing that you like. So just leave a comment about you can leave suggestions as well of what you want to talk about the next immersion. I love when you leave suggestions. And I want to thank you all for being here today. It was very fun. And I hope I see all of you again next week. So have a great end of the night, guys. Bye bye. Thanks for being here.